people are coming after us liberals with this whole sex angle, right? They think we're
Who
we're
came
taking
after
down.
you? Who came
No,
after
like
you?
no, not after me. Like us liberal as a whole. Like we
Oh
are
yeah.
basically breaking the foundations of society by being so
Mm,
liberal about sex outside of marriage and not having
mm.
any standards or any rules. And one of these, they cite studies, and maybe sometimes they take these studies out of context. Sometimes the studies are not taken out of context, but they take the conclusions to come up with weird conclusions themselves. So I think talking about how the sexual revolution and freedom for women to choose and having sex out of marriage, them thinking that this is like shaking the foundations of society and basically the cause of why us liberals are so dangerous to everything. I think that should be like looked into, either to challenge it,
It,
or maybe if
it,
they're right, we liberals, maybe we have to reconsider if we're like breaking society as a whole. Like, yeah, we have to
like
maybe look into.
this? Can I play? Can I play your video?
Yeah.
Have
Wait,
you
is
seen this
that too
video?
sec?
Have you
No,
seen this video?
no, no. What is
I
it?
mean, I mean, there is some pretty weird shit that happens, and of course, this is low
Don't
hanging
say.
fruit, and it's in instant. Look at it. Oh, look at it. They're barking like
Yeah, but this is what they're talking
that.
about.
I mean, they talk about things like this. I mean, because obviously
That
these
is.
kind of things can happen in a free world. Like no matter how stupid and pathetic someone wants to behave or whatever they want to do, they can act like that. And obviously, not even 1% of people would behave that way. But these conservative right wing echo chambers, they talk about. They're like, oh, look at this liberal worldview. This would not have happened in Putin's Russia or Taliban's Afghanistan, or in the Khalifa's Islamic Khilafat or Islamic world. Yes, because they would have killed them for being moronic or idiotic or acting like that. So yes, the liberal worldview doesn't say anything, but yeah, it is like, come on, what the hell are you doing? But it's such a low hanging fruit for them that they use these kind of clips and they say that, oh, that's what liberalism leads to. Like it's such a
I mean,
clever way
as
of
weird as
criticizing.
weird as that is, like if you guys want to do a slippery slope kind of fallacy, we could do our own slippery slope fallacy, and I can say, like, I prefer people randomly barking in the streets than having people like that burned alive at the stake. One weirdness over another, one weirdness over another. So.
But but it's not even a fair comparison in that case, because being burned at stake or public execution, etc., that is advocated in, let's just say, totalitarian ideologies, let's just say Islamic worldview. It would be happening because these days states are so big. Like, for example, Pakistan, let's just say 250 million people. Yeah. So at some point, if you had public executions, at some point every week, I mean, let's see how many people are on death row in Pakistan. Not that they actually execute anymore. I think there's a moratorium on that. Execution. Oh, hang on. People on death row in Pakistan. 18,300. Pakistan currently has the largest reported death row population in the world. Nearly 26% of the world's recorded death row of around 18,300 people. So let's just say 18,300 people. Now, because obviously European Union and all these other kind of restrictions in Pakistan, hasn't been doing it for a while, carrying out these executions. But if we ran in a world run by these, by Islamic principles or whatever, and they had public executions, etc., then you would be seeing in every major city of Pakistan, every weekend, you'll be seeing public executions. Now, compare that with the video that I just played to you of some random people barking. Now, as embarrassing as that barking video was, which one would you rather live in?
I mean, who they're harming? Who are they?
Yeah, they're not
Like,
harming anything. Yeah.
just like you may like be like, okay, that's weird, but nobody's being harmed by it. Let them bark.
Well, yeah. Look at that. Yeah, look at this.
I mean, yeah, that's weird and all, but like they're not harming anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but But such a good point you made. Thank you. It's like, yeah, I mean, okay, this is liberal worldview, and again, this is not the majority worldview that you would have in modern states. 250 million people living in some Western country, or America's population 250. So you could see this every week or so in some part of America where some people are behaving like this. Okay, all right. As you said, as embarrassing as it is, it's not as bad as seeing people getting executed in every major city in the world or of your totalitarian country.
Wait, look, people are actually barking now in our live chat too. Well, I mean,
Prometheus. What
no, he likes that's no. Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.